where a single catch of the bluefin tuna can bring in as much as $20,000. These fishermen battle each other to see who can get the most profit out of catching the fish on this reality show. Fishing is a hard life, and not many skilled fishermen set out in the waters of the North Atlantic in hopes of catching a rare fish. However, this special breed of fishermen who depend on the bluefin tuna for their livelihood has, for many years, used a rod and reel to catch this rare but valuable fish. Why is this fish so valuable? Is money the reason why they're still after this fish that was once on the list of threatened species? Join us as we take a look at Wicked Tuna and how much they're making. Wicked Tuna is a documentary reality TV show that airs on the National Geographic Channel, and you'd have to be completely out of touch to have missed the reality series. Its first season was shown in 2012, followed by a second season in 2013. Due to its success, another season was aired the following year, and it's garnered an impressive following over its 11-season run since its initial release. For those wondering what the word wicked has to do with tuna, wicked is New England slang for awesome. Operating out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, the fishermen use heavyweight fishing rods and massive multiplier reels to catch these fish. The boats are technologically advanced and equipped with fish finders that allow the crews to track and target individual large fish. In the third season, spotter planes were also used to locate tuna. The competition between fishermen and vessels is heavily emphasized, with episodes like Size Matters focusing on this theme. You might be wondering, is the stress worth it? The answers will surprise you. In 2019, sushi chain owner Kiyoshi Kimura bought a massive Pacific bluefin tuna at an auction at a Tokyo fish market for a record 336.6 million yen, which is over $3 million. This gives us an idea of why there's an intense rivalry to catch a tuna weighing over 1,000 pounds, with much banter between crews when one catches a fish of this size and others haven't. Viewers also learn about the value of tuna, with an 800-pound tuna worth $9,500 and a 10-foot, 1,080-pound tuna fetching $15,000. Wicked Tuna follows a similar format to the longest-running Deadliest Catch by tracking the crews of vessels as they fish. However, the scale is different. The boats in Wicked Tuna are much smaller, around 30 to 35 feet, with only a few people on board, and they go to sea for 1 or 2 days at a time. This contrasts with the vessels on Deadliest Catch, which are about 150 feet long and stay at sea for weeks or even months. On-screen graphics display how much money the fishermen have made from each trip, subtracting expenses such as bait and fuel. The show frequently highlights the financial challenges of making a living this way, including the high costs of running and maintaining the boats. Over the years, the series has seen numerous cast members come and go. The current cast includes 9 members: TJ Ott, Dave Marciano, Dave Carrero, Tyler McLaughlin, Paul Herbert, Bob Cook, Spurge Grabowski, Jack Patrician, and Sandro Maniaci. Apart from the adventure, the most fascinating thing about the show would be how much a fisherman could realize from a single catch. Timothy James Ott, known as TJ, is the captain of the fishing boat Hot Tuna and reportedly receives $100,000 per episode, which is significantly higher compared to the other cast members' pay. Coming from a family deeply rooted in the fishing industry, he has more than 30 years of experience. TJ caught his first bluefin tuna at the age of 12 and took over the family business at just 20. He joined the show's cast in the third season and has been a regular ever since. According to reports, his net worth as of 2022 is estimated at over $500,000. But that's not all. Also, Dave Marciano, one of the original cast members, has been on Wicked Tuna since its launch in 2012. The captain of Hard Merchandise, Dave earns around $83,000 per episode. In addition to his high salary, he's also one of the most popular cast members, often described as real and down-to-earth. With over 4 decades navigating the fishing industry, Dave has amassed extensive experience and rightfully has the highest net worth among the cast members, estimated at $600,000. Driven by a passion for tuna fishing, Dave bought a fishing license and a ship and launched his business. Tyler McLaughlin, another cast member, joined the show in the third season and earns around $10,000 per episode. He rose to popularity for his incredible skills and excellent debut season, during which he reeled in a tuna worth over $100,000. Before joining Wicked Tuna, Tyler competed in a 75-boat tournament in Maine, becoming known for his vigor and high ambition. He attributed his skills and abilities to years of training under several seasoned fishers. Besides his role on the show and in the fishing business, he's also a businessman with a quality apparel line called Pinwheel Gate. His estimated net worth is around $400,000. Dave Carraro, another original cast member, has been featured in every season of the show. According to the latest reports, he also makes around $83,000 per episode. Dave developed an interest in fishing at a very young age and has harbored love and dedication for it ever since. After completing his education, he launched a career in the industry, emerging as an experienced tuna fisher with an enviable reputation, which eventually landed him a spot on the reality TV series. Dave, who's also a commercial pilot, is popular for his benevolent attitude and competitive nature. Dave Carrero likely never imagined that his career as a commercial fisherman would lead him to become a reality TV star. However, thanks to the show Wicked Tuna, that's exactly what happened. Since the show's debut in 2012, Dave has been a cast member and has become a fan favorite. Known for his dedication and expertise, Dave's contributions have significantly boosted the visibility of commercial fishing over the last decade. Could Dave possibly be the highest earner? Keep watching to find out. While exact figures are hard to verify, the Cinemaholic estimates Dave's net worth at around $800,000, putting him among cast members with high net worth. Dave's expertise in fishing predates the Wicked Tuna cameras by decades. With over 30 years of experience, he's earned respect throughout the industry. However, making money isn't his primary motivation. Unlike many reality TV stars, Dave enjoys watching the show. He told Hollywood Soapbox that he's seen about 90% of the episodes, with the remaining 10% missed due to other commitments. Despite his extensive experience, Dave still gets a thrill from each catch. He told Hollywood Soapbox that every fish feels like the first one, and that excitement never fades. While many people look forward to retirement, Dave plans to continue fishing as long as he's physically able. Dave's business, FV Tuna, offers fishing charters for those who want to experience fishing alongside him. Prices range from $400 to $2,300, with a $400 deposit required for all charters. Paul Hebert, who starred in the show since the third season, also earns around $10,000 per episode. A third-generation fisherman, he inherited the craft from his father and developed a love for it from a young age. Paul reportedly caught a huge bluefin tuna weighing 1,100 pounds, about 500 kilograms, when he was just 8 years old. He also holds the record for catching a giant mako shark weighing over 1,530 pounds, almost 700 kilograms. A feat featured in the 1997 edition of the Old Colony Memorial newspaper. Paul previously worked with FVTuna.com. His net worth is estimated at around $400,000. Another captain is Bob Cook. Bob Cook, a U.S. Coast Guard charter boat licensed captain, earns around $10,000 per episode. The Beverly native has a background in the fishing industry and has been active for more than 2 decades in the Northeast waters, honing his craft and experience. Bob knows onshore and offshore lobstering and commercial sword fishing. In addition to his fishing business and spot on these series, he co-owns a pizzeria called Little Italy in Beverly Hills. His estimated net worth is over $350,000. Another fascinating cast member is Spurge Krasowski. Spurge joined the tuna hunt in the 10th season and makes around $10,000 per episode. A skilled fisherman with more than 40 years in the industry, Spurge shares a true passion for fishing. Known as a bit of a joker, the 76-year-old calls his boat a 43-foot rocking chair, saying that instead of being in a rocking chair, he's got a 43-foot rocking chair. During his debut season, Spurge and his protege, Ryan Fletcher, made a splash by reeling in a 304-pound tuna worth around $2,000. He followed the success with another in the third episode, catching a 166-pound tuna. As of 2022, his net worth is estimated at over $350,000. The cast also features Jack Patrician. Introduced in the 10th season, he receives $10,000 per episode. As one of the newest members, not much information is known about him and his life. On the show, he disclosed that he's been in the industry for over 10 years and that his boat specializes in striped bass and giant bluefin tuna. His wealth is estimated to be around $300,000. Sandro Maniaci also earns around $10,000 per episode. Like the other members, Sandro developed an interest in fishing as a child. Hailing from Gloucester, he landed his lucky break when Dave Carrero needed a partner, so Sandro joined him on a tuna hunt. With 10 years of experience in the industry, Sandro provides fishing enthusiasts with thrilling, action-packed adventures. His estimated net worth is around $300,000. Despite the show's large fan base and solid ratings, Wicked Tuna has attracted some controversy and criticism over the years. It faced backlash for exaggerating tuna prices, which some industry individuals claim are unrealistic and do not represent the actual value. Wicked Tuna portrays bluefin tuna fishing as a highly lucrative business, suggesting that one can earn up to $40 per pound, about half a kilogram. Considering that bluefin tuna weigh between 480 to 550 pounds, this implies a significant income. However, some fishermen claim that bluefin tuna can be bought for only $6 a pound. Despite the perception that celebrities are exempt from mundane consequences, Paul Hebert demonstrated otherwise. As a public figure and TV star, it was unlikely that the government wouldn't track his earnings. In July 2018, he was sentenced to 4 years of probation, fined $5,000, and ordered to pay over $53,000 in restitution for Social Security and Medicaid fraud after pleading guilty to 2 counts of benefit fraud. He was sued for failing to amend his status as a person unfit to work due to disability, while continuing to star on the show, work on his ship, and perform physical activities. The original indictment claimed that he collected disability benefits from 2010 to 2012, amounting to over $34,000, after swearing under oath that he was completely disabled. Additionally, it contained statements alleging that he lived on $25 while his monthly income ranged from $50, including food stamps. Despite this, Paul continued to star in the show and avoided jail time. Watching the episodes from the comfort of a sofa and following the cast's adventures is entertaining and exciting. However, despite the seemingly undemanding portrayal of this laborious business, working on a fishing vessel is hazardous. Fortunately, there hasn't been a fatal accident on the show, but some cast members have died off camera due to unfortunate circumstances. One of the show's favorites, Nicholas Fudge, who worked with Captain Tyler McLaughlin on Pinwheel, died in July 2015. He was found unresponsive at his residence and was pronounced dead upon emergency responders' arrival. Nicholas's cause of death remained a mystery for several years, inviting rumors and controversy. It was later announced that he suffered from decompression sickness, a medical condition caused by rapid changes in barometric pressure, often occurring to scuba or deep-sea divers. But is this the only incident? I'm afraid not. Another unfortunate cast member was William Hathaway, a star of Wicked Tuna, Outer Banks, who passed away after a fatal car crash that landed him in a ditch. He called his wife after the accident, explaining the situation. But unfortunately, despite sounding okay on the phone, he was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. Sadly, Fudge and Hathaway are not the only cast members who met an early end. In September 2015, another cast member, Adam Mosier, who worked under McLaughlin, passed away from a fentanyl overdose in Portsmouth. On the show, Adam proved to be a valuable asset to the Pinwheel vessel, coming out on top in the second season, leading many viewers to assume his journey was just beginning. But tragically, his ride did not last long. As a reality series with a competitive element, everyone wants to know who wins the most wins. Since the show's launch, Dave Carrero of FVTuna.com has taken the season's winner title 5 times in the first, third, fifth, sixth, and eighth seasons. In second place is Tyler McLaughlin, with 2 wins in the second and seventh seasons. 3 other captains, TJ Ott, Dave Marciano, and Paul Hebert, have each won a single season. The 11th season kicked off recently on February 27, 2022, with a 90-minute episode entitled Back on the Hunt on National Geographic. Those who missed the adventures of their beloved captains can enjoy watching this and seasons 1 through 10 on the streaming platform Disney+. Each cast member's pay depends heavily on their experience in the industry. Initially, each boat received between $2,000 and $3,000 per episode, but as the show's popularity grew, so did their paychecks. Over time, the amount rose to $10,000 per episode, plus the revenue from the fish they caught. Bluefin tuna, one of the most expensive and sought-after fish, can cost between $20 and $40 per pound, about half a kilogram. though the price can fluctuate up to $200 per pound depending on the location, season, and supply. What conservation and legal issues and challenges surround this show? You'll soon find out. Despite the excitement it brings the fishermen and viewers, the controversy surrounding the television program has significant conservation issues. Bluefin tuna, classified as endangered by the IUCN, face severe population declines, with current levels at about a quarter of those in the 1950s. Critics argue that the program, despite showing clips with conservation messages from organizations like ICCAT and the World Wildlife Fund, ultimately fails to address the gravity of the species' plight. These clips are repetitive and not followed by any meaningful debate or further explanation, suggesting a superficial acknowledgement of conservation concerns. For instance, TJ found himself at the center of a real-life drama the past winter when he was fined a significant five-figure amount by Massachusetts authorities for illegally selling bluefin tuna at a Gloucester fish market without the necessary permits in 2021. TJ, the captain of the fishing vessel Hot Tuna, a favorite on the National Geographic Channel show, faced serious legal repercussions. On December 7, 2022, the Massachusetts Environmental Police announced that their officers began investigating the illegal sale of bluefin tuna, a federally regulated species, in October 2021. During their investigation, they discovered that bluefin tuna was being sold at a Gloucester fish market, leading to criminal charges against the captain. In November 2022, the captain reached a plea deal with the state and paid $13,000 in fines for the illegal sale of the fish. Although the Post did not initially mention Ott, the Gloucester Daily Times later reported that he was the captain involved. Ott faced 9 counts of violating a commercial fishing license, according to Essex District Attorney spokesperson Kerry Kimball. He paid $13,500 in restitution, which will go to the state's Environmental Trust Fund. The Massachusetts Environmental Police stated on Facebook that it's illegal for an individual without a commercial permit issued through the Department of Marine Fisheries to sell any fish they catch. Additionally, it's illegal for a fish house to purchase fish from an unpermitted individual. These requirements assist the Division of Marine Fisheries and NOAA in regulating catch quotas to ensure the long-term survivability of fish species. Moreover, scenes depicting fishermen complying with regulations, such as measuring and releasing undersized tuna, often come across as reluctantly adhering to rules rather than genuinely supporting conservation efforts. The actions of some fishermen, like Dave Marciano's handling of a vulnerable thresher shark, further undermine the message of sustainable fishing. Instead of releasing the shark, Marciano kills it for personal use, which starkly contrasts with the principles of conservation and sustainable fishing practices. This juxtaposition of regulatory compliance and apparent disregard for conservation underscores the complex relationship between livelihood and environmental responsibility. It suggests that wicked tuna may inadvertently promote a narrative that prioritizes economic gain over the urgent need to protect endangered marine species. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Check out our recommended videos and follow us on social media. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below.